Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to be watching this person that thinks Australia isn't real. What the fuck video? What the fuck? Oh yeah. But damn.
You don't know, you damn well should know. My name is Rag Reynolds, and today I'm making a very serious
So this person
video.
thinks Australia isn't real.
There is no joking in this video. This is not a comedy video like some of my other videos. This is...
I hate this person.
I'm trying to get a serious message across here. I'm responding to someone who goes by the name of Laserbeam. Laser with two A's for some reason, because he can't spell apparently. But I'm gonna call him Laser Tard. And this guy is delusional.
What a good name. That name is so...
No, he thinks he is from a place that he is not really from. He is clearly just drugged up. And I need to explain some things to him, because he does not seem to understand logic, reason. He doesn't like to actually look at facts. He ignores facts. He just goes with his own experiences or mind because he can't stand to think that maybe something he believes might not be true. So today we're going to respond to a video he made. Roll the clip.
I don't know. Feels pretty real, eh? I don't know, man. CGI's getting pretty good. It could all be fake.
Let me explain something to you, Laser
explain
Tard.
something. Actually, Laserbeam likes to make joking videos, and that was just a joke, mate. Calm down.
No, you're not CGI. There is no CGI. That is not what's happening there. Yes, you like to show, oh, I walked outside. That means Australia is real because look at this. There are buildings here, and you can, oh, it seems real. Okay, I'm not disputing that you live somewhere. I'm not disputing that you can go outside somewhere. You don't seem to understand the facts. The facts are, you are in New Zealand. You think you're in Australia, but you are in New Zealand and you have been drugged.
Mate. Together with Australia. Yes, it's a part of Australia, mate. So, you think what you're saying Australia is real?
And you have been brainwashed. It is okay. I do not necessarily blame you for that. It is the fault of the New Zealand government, and that is who your anger and your hatred and your energy should be directed towards.
If I'm an actor, I deserve a fucking Oscar, because I absolutely nail being Australian.
If by nail being Australian you mean you're delusional, you're drugged up, you're not very smart, you've got an annoying fucking accent, then yeah, I guess you nail being Australian. It's not real. It is not real. Australia does not exist.
This guy sounds British, and honestly, I think he's just mad that he got stuck on that crappy old rock. We got this beautiful paradise. I think you're just mad. You're just salty, eh?
Why would I be mad that I didn't live there in this make-believe place? Let's just pretend for a second that Australia is real. Just think for a second about what you're saying.
So if I put the Queen's face on America, on the map, does that mean she owns America? Sigma.
You're trying to say it's a paradise? With all those disgusting poisonous animals, the dangers?
Oh, guess what someone did? They read the real map, and they photoshopped Australia. Wait, I want to show you his merch.
The accents of the...
Let me show you his merch. Where's his merch? Medium rare. His merch is... Oh my gosh. Oh, that's his book. This is merch. Merch. You guys will love the masterpiece that his merch. Medium rare. Actually, does not exist. Burger.
Locals? The location, it's the middle of nowhere? Surrounded by half your population are alcoholics? You're a very racist and bigoted country. I mean, there are so many bad things about this place. If we're saying it's real. It's not real. But you think it's real. I mean, it's one thing to think it's real after being brainwashed and drugged. That's one thing, and I can completely understand that, and I'm trying to do my best to explain to people what happened. But it's an entirely different thing. There's entire chapters about it in this book, in my mini.
So what I just want to say, he's playing
Australia isn't real. Here's why. And that was part 2. That's when I realised Australia wasn't real. Then we get to the part that you are now calling part 2, which is I went to Australia, it isn't real, and it was my story of that. We're still, I think you can maybe realise we've still not actually reached the first video you watched of mine. Part 4 was a podcast episode I did called The People versus Australia, where I debated a group of Australian girls. We had a conversation about whether or not the place existed. Part 5 was Australia does not exist, which was the first video you saw with me yelling at the camera. Part 6 is Boomerangs Don't Come Back, which is just me kind of singing along to a little song. It's a bit more of a joke. Part 7 is proof that boomerangs don't come back, and that's when I actually got a boomerang and threw it to prove that boomerangs don't
boomerangs do come back.
Actually come back. Part 8 is Skippy the Bush Kangaroo and how that proves that Australia isn't real. Part 9 was a You Now debate I did on someone else's channel, and we just had another little conversation about it. Part 10 was Australian flu is a hoax, because the Australian flu obviously was a hoax. Part 11 was another podcast episode, and it was the People versus Australia round 2, and it was basically a continuation, but with different people from Australia that I had a conversation with. And now we're here. There was maybe a couple of other streams here and there where I mentioned things, but those are the main parts.
Yeah,
but now we are here. So what you said was most certainly not just part 2. I've given so much evidence across lots of videos. I have a playlist on my channel called Australia with all of these videos that I've made, and they're all there in order. But you clearly didn't do any research into my claims. You just looked at 1 or 2 videos, took out the parts that you thought you could nitpick at best, and said, look how ridiculous this guy is, he's not even giving me any evidence. I gave lots of evidence. Maybe there wasn't as much evidence in those videos. I mean, the I went to Australia video, that wasn't supposed to be undoubtable proof. That was an anecdotal experience, and anecdotal evidence isn't really real evidence at all, is it? You just have to take my word for it. My other videos, I give lots of evidence, but...
It made me imagine shit.
Mate,
This
you
sounds
didn't
like a
send
good
the
time.
picture
I
of
wish
you
there
on
was
the
an
plane.
option.
You know, I don't appreciate you making light of something as serious as people being drugged on the plane. I mean...
Okay, sorry about that.
How insensitive are you to actually joke over to about something that serious? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You're have no words. Moving on.
No one gave me any evidence. This guy didn't even give pictures of the plane. No evidence. But let's believe him because he shouts at me. Actually, believe me because I'm shouting at you.
As I already said, I give lots of evidence. Lots of it. You just decided not to look at it for some reason. I don't know what that reason really is. Maybe you did look at it and you just decided to discredit it and to ignore it because you knew I was right. You were too scared to accept the truth. Or maybe you just didn't see it. Maybe you're not very smart. Maybe you didn't understand it or something. I don't know what your reason is.
I hope you enjoyed your class today. The homework is going to be, how do I not become like this guy? That's the homework today.
If you want to become like
is you don't take drugs.
You can read my book, Medium Rare, because why wouldn't you want to be like me? There has never been a better time to stop being you and to start trying to be more like me, and you can do that through my book, Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing. And now that I'm done with that shameless plug, please make sure to note down the fact that I did challenge this guy to a debate, but he said no. He said no, because obviously he is not confident enough in his own positions and his own...
Okay, so it's the video. But I have a thing for you. If you guys have premiers in your fridge, put like them in a freezer like a day, and then you unpack, and then you get rid of the freezer package box thing that blocks the water in it. And as soon as it turns like ice, you put it in a cup, and then you just use a spoon and you're like scraping it. Because if you do that, I hate orange juice. I did an orange juice one, and I was, oh my gosh! Dear God. Guys, today I also came back to Fortnite. That was kind of sick. So 7 days ago, he might not upload, but thank you guys for watching.